Hello, everybody, and a warm welcome back to Luck School. We're on day 27, so we've only got about 5 or so days left for practicing luck and learning about luck. And today we're learning about lucky problem solving. So, Professor Richard Wiseman, when he researched luck, he found out one of the things that people who are unlucky do is that when they have bad luck, they just think it's really bad luck. They just leave it there. Whereas people who are lucky, when they do experience what we would think is bad luck, they would see it also as an opportunity to grow, to develop, and to see the good in the bad luck. And we learned about that yesterday from some illusions that I showed you, some optical illusions. Another thing that lucky people do is they use a process of problem solving. So I'm going to give you an example of how to do that today. So first of all, let's say you're facing a problem. And let's take a very real example, a challenging one. At the moment in the UK, the lockdowns are kind of increasing and growing. So let's say that you're expecting to be able to do something, but suddenly you find yourself in a situation where you don't have the freedom. Some plans that you had have been completely cancelled because of the way lockdown has kind of happened. So you could think of that as bad luck, or you could see some opportunity that might be there. So the step one of problem solving is to assume that you can do something about your bad luck. So you're not a victim. So that's the first step. If you think you're just a victim and you just think it's pure bad luck, then that's it. You just end it there. But if you think that actually maybe there is something I can do about this, maybe there is some opportunity for growth here, then you're no longer a victim of it. And then you can take the next action. And your next action is a nice simple one, which I like, which is actually to do something right now. So not to say, okay, I'll do something about it later, or do something next week. It doesn't have to be a big action or a huge action, but it needs to be a decision that you're going to take in the moment, in the present moment. Because as we learned from mindfulness, past is gone, was absolutely nothing we can do about it. The future's yet to come. And the quality of the future is very much dependent on how present we are, the actions we take in the here and now create our future. They, in fact, create our past as well. So deciding to do something right now is really powerful rather than later. It doesn't have to be huge, but it needs to be that decision. Thirdly, actually can be quite a fun process, which is the creative bit, where you start brainstorming all the different things that you can do about this challenge. So if you're in a lockdown, you could use this opportunity to sort things out, maybe in your home that you've never had a chance to do. That's what I'm doing at the moment. You could reach out to certain friends that you haven't spoken to for ages. Maybe there's some challenges that people are going through in the particular local area that you're in that you may be able to help and support. Maybe there's some new opportunities that are arising from the challenge. So it's a matter of starting to brainstorm. And if you feel stuck here, this is where asking others can really help. You can tell them about your problem, your challenge, and see how they would deal with it. See what ideas or thoughts they have. And that's really powerful. You could think all day long and you talk to one person or a few people and suddenly they got great ideas. So that's a really powerful one. It can be a really fun, creative element to it. Fourthly, decide what's the best option for you. And we learnt earlier in this course about the power of intuition and tuning into your gut feeling. And so that's what this bit's all about. You can look at the options and say, okay, I'm going to take this small action or that small action, or I'm going to do some reflection practices, or going to do some meditation, or do a day of mindfulness or something, whatever it is for you, choosing what's the best option from all those different ideas that you brainstormed. And then again, it's important to take action on that. So you need to kind of commit to deciding to take the action. And it's hard sometimes to have the motivation to take the action, especially if it's a big one. And I'm all for this approach, this Japanese approach of Kaizen, which translates as good change or small change. And it's about taking really, really small, regular actions in the direction that you want to go in. So take a tiny action, even if it just improves things by a tiny bit. It does make a difference. Rather, I think it's worth 1,000 thoughts to actually take one action. So there's some ideas for lucky problem solving. Have you found that helpful? If you did, or if you've had any ideas or thoughts that come to mind about what I've just shared, then just pop your ideas in the comments below, and I'm happy to read and respond or think about them, and we can share our ideas. And do like and share this with your friends. This is a whole series of videos this whole month, so you could share the playlist, which is on my YouTube channel, and you can share that with friends and family and whoever. It's open and free and available to everyone. Great, thanks a lot for joining in, and wish you a great Sunday too, and see you tomorrow for more of this. In terms of things coming up on New Year's Eve, we've got the Mindful New Year's Eve experience from 12 noon UK time until midnight. So you can join us for that. The website for that is mindfulnye.eventbrite.co.uk. Mindfulnye, New Year's Eve as in NYE, .eventbrite.co.uk, and you can get a free or donation-based ticket. And you can come along and hang out with us all day long, or just for a bit on New Year's Eve, however much or little that works for you. We've got some very well-known speakers from all over the world sharing their ideas. Have a great day and see you tomorrow.